Alright guys, I want to welcome you back to my channel, and I thank you for your support. Today I felt I was going to just look at this logo creation. There's this Adobe Illustrator kind of art, but there is a way to create something like this on CorelDraw, and I'm going to show you guys. People use this to make a lot of money because they can use it for logo and other concepts. So we're going to look at this very simple technique. We're going to get this done in 10 minutes. So I just created this. Now I want us to take time to replicate this and then create a border around it, and it will be very simple. So let's find a way around it. Orango Global Logistics. So I even went online to see some of the concepts that have been used. This Microsoft Word, and this is Opera Mini. So these are the concepts that people use, and you can actually do this. After we've gone through what we want to do now, you can create something similar, because this is exactly what they use for some of this logo. I created this earlier in the day, and it's a kind of a mimic of Microsoft, but a different context. So you can actually create something like this. This is what they do. So let's just go on with the design. So I just delete that. uh, this is what exactly we want to recreate. So what you first thing you do is go to the first shape tool of circle round. You press Ctrl P, or just you press P and then it centralizes it. Then you do this rectangle box tool, so you make it central. And you remember what we said about shape tool, so you can use it to draw a full curve on the rectangle that you have centralized. So you just draw it up a little bit so that it touches the circle. So when you do that, you now Control C or Command C if you're using MacBook, and you copy Control V. You Control V to paste, and then you twist that second one that you have there to become horizontal. So when you do that, you totally highlight all of them, and you go to this particular tool. We call it a segment delete. It's virtual segment delete. It's where you have the crop tool, so you just virtual segment delete. And when you pick that particular tool, you're going to come and delete some segments of these lines. You delete that second one, you delete that third one, and you delete this other fourth one. So when we have those, we come to this smart fill tool. So but I think before you do this, you're going to you select these four. When you're done selecting them, then you go back to this interactive fill. I think I picked the wrong one, so I'm working on the wrong one. So you pick this one, any of them can go. So you just draw it like that, and then let's pick a darker red. A darker red will do on that corner, and then we pick a bright red on the other extreme, and then you make it horizontal to fit well. So you pick the second shape, and then you go back to that fill. You copy, sorry, you have to copy the red so that you replicate what you have there. So you pick the other one, you go up there to copy, you copy that, and then you replicate it. The last one you pick, you go to the fill, copy down there, and then touch on what you want to copy. So when you have all of this done, we want to just make it have a direction so that the shadow part is flowing from that clockwise direction, or is it on anti-clockwise direction? and you make it very to flow horizontally, you know, and then you have this here. Very simple. Remember that there's a circle beneath it, so you're just gonna click that central part and then you delete that circle. You delete it, we don't need it. So you highlight all and then remove the outline. Normally we always say remove that black outline, you know, it's not supposed to be part of your design. So when you remove that, you have this beautiful logo Adobe Illustrator kind of effect. So we can just write Orango capitals, global logistics. You just type it out there. Control K will break them in two. I think the fonts I used for this was Arimat font, so you can always use any other font. So you draw it up like here, you probably use an ash color. Then global logistics, we can just use Urbanist or any of those simple fonts. I think it's too bold, we can just remove the boldness, make a lighter one. I think this is better. Then we stretch it out a little bit and then we make it smaller, the font smaller. I think this, something like this is okay. I think we need to just thicken it all a bit and make it maybe lighter colored, something like this. Yeah, we are good. We're good. So something like this, you can just create a border around it like that, put a lighter color on the edges, thicken it all up a bit, and you have this, right? So this is what we did here. You can always recreate the borderline to be thicker and have that transparency on the corner. Look at what I did here. I just faded one side and then replicated it on the other side, faded the other side, and you have that. You can actually power clip all of this and you have it flow like that, so it's not anything complicated. So you can actually try this, right? You can try this. This is exactly what we have here. On the other pages I showed you, you can actually the Opera Mini app logo, this is basically what they did. You know, it's basically 2 or 3 circles. So this is an idea I want you to recreate, just something 2, maybe 3, let's just do 3, but 2 is basically what they did there. You find a way to intersect it, you do Control D, you make the circles 3 like this. I want to create something a little bit different from what they did. So you go to that segment delete and delete some of these segments so that they merge in a particular way. This one, no. So Control Y gives it back to you, and then we do the smart fill. We fill here, fill here, fill here, and then we go back to the interactive fill tool, or you just press G. When you pick one of them, you press G, or you go interactive fill, so you can do what we did the other time. So let's put a darker red here. It's too dark, just a little bit lighter. Then you put a bright red here, balance it out a bit, down a bit. Yeah, something like this is good. Then the other part, you highlight it, interactive fill, you copy that, and then you touch on the red so that it replicates it. You copy here, copy there, and then do it. So we need the flow to have a direction, so we're gonna have this flowing anti-clockwise, I guess. So the third one, you know, that's too thick, so we're gonna move it a little bit. Yeah, something like this. So we remove the outline. Always remove the outline. So when you have something like this, so the difference is the other one has about 2 intersections, but this one has 3. So it's just the same kind of thing. So if we have a concept like this feels like a moon, so I'm gonna just give it the name moonlit technology or media, you know, moonlit media. media, yeah. So that's fine. We make it capital M. We can use that same font. We can use that same font and see what we get. If not, we can just look for other fonts that match it. Control K breaks it. So we can look for another font. Urbanist can go. Well, something lighter, smaller. We need to make this light so it doesn't have to be bold. We can make it okay, on one line is fine. I think we can do it on one line, so make it align properly. Let's make this a little bit smaller, and then we do this together. Okay, something like this. So you have a brand logo that you can sell for £1 million. Actually, people make a lot of money with this. So this is basically how the guy that did Oprah mini app did it, and took a lot of money. So if you want us to recreate this, you can just put a border around it. So yeah, you can create the Oprah mini, and you can try a lot of shapes. If there's something you want us to try, you can just put it on the comments. If there's any challenge you're having with yours, just put it on the comments, and I'll be glad to look at it. So that's basically what to do. We have £1 million, $1 million logo here. So thanks so much for watching.